Hey guys, we're going to do fitness model 3 and 4, so we've already done 1 and 2, so we're just going to get into 3 and 4. So number 3 is the metabolic pathway. If you look here, this is the power output or percentage of energy, whatever, however you want to look at it. So here's 0, there's 50, there's 100. This is time in seconds, 0, 60 seconds, 130 seconds. So the colors are just the different metabolic pathways. So we have 3, the phosphagen, which is high power, short duration, lasts about 10 seconds. It's this green one. Right, 100% of power, energy, whatever you want to call it. These are more like our max lifts, 1 rep max snatch, clean, deadlift, things that are short in duration but require a lot of power. The second one, the blue one, is the glycolytic, so it's moderate power, moderate duration, lasts of several minutes. You can see it's the blue one there. Gonna be more stuff like 400 meter run for time, 500 meter row for time, 200 meter sprints, 100 meter sprints, 2 minutes of burpees, kind of those kind of things like that. And then the last one is the oxidative one, which is this red one, and this is low power, low duration, so it's in excess of several minutes. So we're looking at more of our 15-minute AMRAPs, 20-minute AMRAPs, right? Kilo, down, stuff like that. Total fitness is just training in each of these 3 engines, as you want to call them, or these metabolic pathways. So we want to be good at all 3 of these. So if you're, let's say, an endurance athlete, and you are very good at going long because that's how you train for years and years, and you maybe struggle at this phosphagen phase, this high power output phase, the goal is to get better at this one and be equal at all of these, right? So you can kind of look at it and think, well, what am I good at? What am I bad at? Am I a strong lifter? Am I a person who can get very strong lifts? I'm a good squatter, good clean, all that stuff. But do I suck at anything that's past 10 minutes? Do I suck at things that are running this long duration? Do I suck at rowing this long duration? You can look at stuff like that. So that's just kind of one way to look at it. Obviously, the first 2, the phosphagen and the glycolytic, are more anaerobic because they're quicker, and the oxidative is going to be more aerobic because it's long. But just something to kind of give you an idea of, we want to be equal in all of these, right? So you are only as fit as you are equal or balanced in all of these 3 areas. So the goal is to obviously work your weakness. So that's the metabolic pathway. The next one, sickness, wellness, fitness continuum. As you can see, sickness is here, fitness is here, wellness is in the middle. The goal is we want to try to get towards fitness. So if you're looking at here, these are kind of our health markers if you want to look at it. So we just did the red, green, and blue just so you could kind of see. So one's blood pressure, one's body fat, and one's resting heart rate. So you can look at it, a sickness person that's pathological, right? Obese, overweight, whatever you want to call it. Blood pressure is probably 140 over 90. Body fat percentage, probably 30 to 40%, and resting heart rate is about 100 beats per minute. If you look at the wellness, blood pressure 120 over 80, body fat percentage somewhere around 20%, and then resting heart rate is somewhere around 70 beats per minute. And this is kind of normal, what normal people are. And then fitness, someone who's like an athlete, would be blood pressure could be 105 over 60, body fat can be 10% or less, resting heart rate is around 50. So our goal with CrossFit is we want to be on this fitness side, right? Sickness is where people that are like getting close into nursing homes, they can't really do things on their own. So we want to be in this fitness area. Some of these people, some of us are in this wellness. But what we want to think of here is we want to try to get to fitness. So how we do that is by doing functional movements, eating things that we should, right? Like nuts and seeds, fruits, veggies, all that kind of stuff. We sleep well, and we don't have side effects. So something to kind of think of is the people that take pills, right? Let's say pills for your blood pressure. Well, that can make it so you gain more body fat or you lose bone density or muscle mass, stuff like that. We can also do this, like it says here, you can do it with bone density, triglycerides, you can do it with the 10 general physical skills, all that kind of stuff. The beauty about this is that this is a buffer for sickness. So if I'm fit, I have to go through wellness to hit the sickness. So this is kind of like a buffer against sickness. If I'm fit, I got a long ways to go until I get to sickness. So just going over the 4 models again, and what we want to think of. So number 1 was evaluating the efforts against a full range of the general physical skills. So that's the 10 general physical skills that we had, right? The accuracy, agility, balance, all that kind of stuff. The second one was focused on the breadth and depth of performance, and this is the hopper model. So you want to think of things came out of a hopper, how good I am if it's a 5K row and a 1 rep max lift, and then I have to do this couplet. Am I going to do good at all of those? Number 3 is the time, power, and energy systems, which we did here, the metabolic pathways. And then number 4 is the health markers, or the continuum. So CrossFit is, we want to understand that CrossFit advocates and develops a deliberate, broad, general, and inclusive. And our specialty is not specializing in any kind of regimen that doesn't support health, which is what this is, right? We want to improve all of our CrossFit stuff, but we also want to improve our body markers as well, right? We want to improve everything. So if it doesn't improve that, it's not considered CrossFit.